James Beckles of Trinidad and Tobago is our referee. We're in the 67-kilogram welterweight division. This is action from the round of 16, the third preliminary round between boxers from Kazakhstan and Poland. The tall southpaw wearing red is Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV, competing in his third senior world championships here. The 24-year-old comes to the boxing ring having taken consecutive world championship bronze medals in the last two editions in the what was the 69-kilogram welterweight division. 2019, he lost in his semi-final to the eventual champion Andrei Zamkovoy of Russia. His opponent is Damian DURKACZ, 22 years of age. Competed in the Tokyo Olympic Games earlier this summer. The DURKACZ has had plenty of national championship success over the years. Last year, he took the under-23 title. Quarter-finalist in the European Games in the most recent edition in Minsk. He possesses terrific speed. Saw him score with a left jab to the body a few moments ago. Closing the gap once again, looking for the lead left hand. Clipping right hand around the corner was a scoring shot for ZHUSSUPOV. So DURKACZ bobbing and weaving, trying to make his way inside. Long left is a scoring shot for ZHUSSUPOV. Counter lead left hand is landed by DURKACZ. We're on the midpoint of this opening round. Right hand to the body attempted by DURKACZ was a glancing blow, but that one was altogether more solid, landing on the torso of his taller opponent. A scoring right jab fired upstairs by ZHUSSUPOV. The circling continues between the two boxers, but that right jab of ZHUSSUPOV has been very busy. It's been fairly accurate as well, and it's keeping DURKACZ occupied, and he's not able to close the range on that occasion as he attempted a lead left hand to the body. So out of ring center is the taller boxer from Kazakhstan. On a resumption, left cross to the body was partially blocked, but it still did get through. Right hand over the top is a scoring blow from DURKACZ during that exchange. He fires away with a straight right to the body, but then takes a left half hook, half uppercut from ZHUSSUPOV just before the bell. I happen to think that ZHUSSUPOV did enough to take that round. What say the 5 scoring judges? So ZHUSSUPOV taking it on a 4-1 split. The judge from Netherlands preferring the work of the boxer from Poland in blue. Some of the action then from the opening round. Good left jab at the start of the second round, landed by Damian DURKACZ, and a hard right driven into the body. It's a big target, given the physique and stature of his opponent. And then here's the speed from DURKACZ with his feet and with his head. In terms of movement, staying in the pocket, giving his man angles, circling him, but with 30 seconds gone in this opening round, it's DURKACZ who is scoring without reply because he's increased his movement, he's increased his activity, and it served him well in this portion of the second round so far. Cries of Polska, Polska from the supporters of DURKACZ in attendance here at the Stark Arena. DURKACZ competing in his second contest of Belgrade 2021. He received a bye in the first preliminary round as he gets through with an eye-catching single once again, and was a 4-1 split decision points winner over Gurgen Madiyan of Armenia. Scores with a good right hand to the body before backing up to get beyond punching range. Quickening his feet once again, darting in and out, scores with a good right hand to the body as a glancing southpaw right came over the top from ZHUSSUPOV. Good first half of the round this for Damian DURKACZ. Oh, that's a beautiful counter right hand. His best shot of the entire contest. Made the man in red miss by moving his head and stepped back into punching range with a really eye-catching right cross. Very good response after conceding the first round on a 4-1 split. And ZHUSSUPOV on the front foot, looking to close the gap, but he's firing, but ultimately firing blanks because he's missing the target repeatedly. Because the movement of DURKACZ is so good, while he lands a roundhouse right, leaning to his left as he threw it. Then he comes back with a left jab, right hand to the body. Terrific response by Damian DURKACZ continues. 2 minutes gone in this second round. That's a good, solid right jab on that forward foray landed by ZHUSSUPOV. And again, ZHUSSUPOV not really able to find the range against the man in blue, who is proving very elusive indeed. Very clever performance this. Can he maintain it, DURKACZ? Because ZHUSSUPOV will be looking to land something heavy and significant in the closing stages to make this round closer than what I currently think it is. It's been a brilliant response by Damian DURKACZ. Conceded the first round 4-1. There he takes a spearing left cross from ZHUSSUPOV, but he goes in pursuit of his man and digs in a right hand to the body. Second round, for my money, that was a considerable turnaround. And DURKACZ with a very good response. He quickened his feet, he quickened his head movements, he stayed in the pocket, but he hasn't been given it for any of the judges. Well, I feel it's a little bit unfortunate there, and I do find those scores rather surprising. So 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges after what I thought was a very good response by Damian DURKACZ in the second round, making ZHUSSUPOV miss, and he was scoring with solid punches like that. ZHUSSUPOV was pressing, he was looking to be the aggressor, but I don't think his aggression was particularly effective. Certainly not compared to the first round in that second 3-minute stanza. So into the third and final round then, and Damian DURKACZ, despite what appeared to me to be a really good response in the second round, finds himself trailing 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges after conceding the second round unanimously. So that puts an entirely different complexion on the third round now, rather than being tied up at 19 points apiece for any of the observers. DURKACZ facing, except for one observer, but DURKACZ faces a massive deficit that he has to overturn. 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 judges ringside. So now, against a boxer as experienced and accomplished as ZHUSSUPOV, who in addition to those back-to-back World Championship bronzes from Hamburg 17 and Yekaterinburg 2019, took Asian Continental silver earlier this year for competing in his second Olympic Games. Incredible experience accumulated by a man who is still only 24 years of age. First saw him at the Youth Olympic Games in 2014 when he boxed his way to the top of the podium after taking World Youth Gold earlier that year. A man who has been known about since his teenage years in terms of the talent that he possesses. And my goodness, isn't he demonstrating it in the senior ranks with those back-to-back World Championship bronzes. Given the context of the scorecards coming into the third and final round, he's taking another step closer to a place on the podium yet again. Because unless Damian DURKACZ can find a knockout shot in the final minute, well, it will be progression through to the quarterfinals for Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV. Showing his prowess on the back foot now. Just flicking out a jab, which is a really disruptive shot. So fluid, so relaxed. And so DURKACZ's task made even more difficult because he's trying to score a knockout against a man going backwards, which is very difficult indeed to accomplish. So closing seconds of the third and final round. ZHUSSUPOV negotiating his way through the final 3 minutes very comfortably indeed. DURKACZ not able to get to him to produce the big round that he needed. And nice to see that respect between DURKACZ and the coaches of his opponent. It will be Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV who goes through to the quarterfinals. Ultimately, it's going to be a comfortable margin on the scorecards, but I thought DURKACZ's response in the second round deserved more than it ultimately received, which wasn't anything from any of the 5 scoring judges. Let's get the official announcement then. It will be ZHUSSUPOV going through.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 365 on the ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer out of the red corner, representing the Republic of Kazakhstan, Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV.
So Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV, a unanimous points decision victor over Damian DURKACZ of Poland. Multiple Polish